welcome back to A Few Films More. We are in the theme of gangster movies, and the gangster movie that I chose was The Gentleman. It's a 2019 film, right before the pandemic, so I'd never seen it before. Neither of these guys have ever seen it before. We'd only seen clips, apparently, on YouTube Shorts and TikTok, but nobody's seen the entire movie. So we ended up watching this movie, and I guess JD, do you want me to tell the story, or do you want to
go for it? No, go for it.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick rundown of the story. The story is, all of these are unknown characters at the beginning. There's a man sitting down, Matthew McConaughey, sitting down, drinking a beer, gets on the phone, somebody comes up behind him, blood spatter, credits. You're like, oh, well, that was fucking crazy, after this little monologue he gives about being the king. Come to find out, shortly after that, Charlie gets visited by, I don't remember the other actor's name. What the fuck is his name? But Charlie gets visited anyway by another older gentleman. Shows up in his house, kind of weirds him out a little bit, and he tells him, "Hey, I've got a story to tell you. I got a movie to pitch, and while I'm doing this, I'm gonna need you to pay me 150 million," which slowly changes from that to 200 million. Was it 200 million pounds? Because they're in Britain.
Yeah, something like that.
200 million.
It started from 20 to when it went up.
Yeah, 20 to 200. Anyway, it ends at like right around 200.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So he asked for an ungodly amount of money, and he's basically blackmailing this guy in a real soft way and trying to be playful about it, and says, "Hey, you got to check out this script." And the way the movie is framed, it's framed as this gentleman telling Charlie this story, this script. And he lays everything out about this old, they keep referring to him as the old lion, Matthew McConaughey, the old lion, ready to get out of the marijuana game, ready to take a step back and enjoy his life. Person he wants to sell it to, pretty well known. He's an international multi-millionaire, and little by little they kind of reveal his process, or reveal his locations, at least one of them, and the process of how he produces like 500,000 pounds of marijuana a year, some crazy ungodly number like that, in Great Britain, but no one can ever find his farms above ground. So he explains how he does it, which is pretty badass. He's like 007 when it comes to this shit. And lo and behold, shortly after explaining this to this guy, he gets raided. The movie unfolds from there. They try to figure out who, which honestly it's pretty clear where all this information is coming from, but who did it, what was the reason for doing it, kind of story weaves in and out. There's a whole lot of this colorful commentary. There are some really hard fucking scenes in this movie. Solid, great stacked cast, and everybody that's playing this out. The movie you're watching is being told as a screenplay, as a story by this guy to Charlie. So you have to separate the reality of what he's saying and what's going on between them in his house, and the story that he's telling of what he believes happened up to this point.
Because there's a couple of times where he like changes it mid-story.
He'll tell part of it. Charlie will say, "I don't. That's way too out of character for that to happen." Rewind it back. Yeah, let's say this didn't happen, but it happened this way instead.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of thing. He says he does it intentionally to see if Charlie's paying attention. But anyway, they end up finding out who the mole is, finding out who the person is that got these dominoes knocked over, and who's threatening his kingdom. And it's a wild ride. I really don't want to give it away. Do y'all think we should spoil it?
Nah.
But that's framing this movie. I think that pretty much covers the best of it there. So let's go with the cast. I think that the cast that they chose pretty well stacked. Happens in UK. A lot of obviously a lot of slang and words being used there that are not American for sure. The only American thing about this whole movie is just McConaughey. And I think
he mentions that a couple times too, because his character's not from the UK. He's from the US.
Right. And then the guy that's trying to purchase his kingdom for 400 million, right? 400 million. He also has a pretty hard American accent too.
Yeah.
Compared to everybody else. Charlie has a little more of an Irish accent in this movie, and everybody else is just kind of UK, I guess, general British accent. So as an American, some of the slang is a little difficult to kind of read. But for the cast, I think everybody was pretty well picked out. Everybody was pretty memorable in my opinion. Just now that we turned the camera on, I can't remember anybody's name. So
I don't know.
You got what's his name? Colin.
What the fuck is that?
the local gym coach.
Oh, he's just coach.
He's just referred to as the coach.
The coach.
Everybody knows who he is.
Because he has a couple cool scenes, dude.
So we got the cast out of the way. What'd you think of the music? JD, you're the music guy. What do you think about the music, the background?
I think the music kind of really sets it and really places you in the UK. I don't think the music is overwhelming at all. I think it you almost forget that there's music playing at certain points because it is just this nice ambience of just music. The only music that kind of poked me was, and it's just because I don't like British rap, is they have that one British rap song in there. The bubbly, 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 oi, oi, boy, boy. And I can't get into it. You know, the only one that I was like, fuck, dude.
The American hip hop has carried over. So, I agree. And the action scenes, the music wasn't overbearing. It was pretty well paced. Yeti, what do you think about the believability of McConaughey's character?
Like what parts?
Just his character in general, the way he handled himself throughout the whole movie.
Well, he's always great like in movies, you know. It makes it seem like he's right there and there, like.
Seems pretty believable.
All the fucking time.
I think his character is pretty believable. I do think it is like a realistic person turned up a little bit, because I'm almost positive I've met people like that who have that very they carry themselves so highly, and they might be speaking soft and they might sound nice, but they're fucking 5 steps ahead of you on everything.
Now let's talk about the dialogue. Talking about being 5 steps ahead of you. The dialogue in this movie I thought was very fucking clean. It's a very tightly written script. The way they talk to each other, there's a lot of use of metaphors. There's a lot of symbolism. So I think that's pretty well done. There's a lot of subtle hints and threats and
serious lines.
In terms of lines for the movie, there are plenty. Jetty, what's one of your favorite lines talking about that?
I think when he's talking to what's his name? I don't know the names either.
Dry Eye.
When he's telling him, he's like, because pretty much telling him get the fuck out of here already. So, well, you got a big old line, but I got a big old gun. And shoot him in the nuts and shoot the other guy in the fucking forehead.
Thank you for taking the time to see me, Michael. Lord George sends his best.
I only took this meeting because Roz asked me to. Make sure to never approach her like that again.
I meant no disrespect. I understand you're getting out.
Getting out? Getting out of what? Bed? My head? The closet? Don't flirt with me, Dry. I'm a busy man.
I hear you're getting out of the game. And I would like you to consider an offer.
Look, let me stop you right there so you don't waste any more of your precious breath, young man. This is not a discussion for the two of us. Unlike the salt and pepper, it's not on the table.
You're out of touch. You're forgetting the laws of the jungle, looking down on me. Let's move on. Before he gets moved on. It's not dignified. It's beneath you, Michael. Trying to do you a favor. This is a big f***ing number.
And this? Oh, this is a big f***ing gun.
Eyes not so dry now, are they? Talking to me about the laws of the jungle. What was it? Something about being beneath me, silver on back? There's only one rule in this f***ing jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.
They backed it off. He was like, oh, okay, let's say it didn't happen. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Come on, man.
You're wrong, Fletcher. That's not how Michael works.
Yeah, I know. It's just having a bit of fun. Every movie needs a bit of action, doesn't it? And it's not like Michael doesn't have a reputation.
Had a reputation. He's been gentrified.
When I get out of the movie, that's what kind of threw me off a lot about the movie. And I was like, what you think is what something's happening, but something else is really happening.
You're watching a giant movie pitch. Because that guy is speculating on this part of the part of the movie we're watching is what he's speculating on. Because remember, he's outside with that big ass camera, recording what he can see from the street.
Yeah, he's been like watching for a while.
Yeah, like in ghillie suits and shit, just hanging out in the bushes.
I don't know.
And they got Charlie behind him in another ghillie suit with Charles like that.
I was about to say that, but I was like, yeah, I better not fucking say nothing about that yet.
No, that's fine. He's all, I think you're really good at your job.
I'm better.
But I'm better. And I was like, that was another pretty hard ass line.
Those are pretty good lines. I want to say my favorite line, and the whole one, and it's not much of like it's hard, but it's one of my favorite things is when Coach comes into the pub.
Oh.
The deli, right?
Yeah,
The deli or the pub or whatever, dude, and he was just like, it's not the fight scene, but it's when he goes in and he goes, listen, my boy is fucked up. We can give you back the product, but we can't give you back that time or the headache.
Naive. They've had hard lives and they're just starting to come good, but they're my lads. My responsibility. So it's me that should be accountable for their actions. Now I can return your goods, but I can't return the inconvenience, the time, the fucking headache. And so I offer you my loyalty, my word, my time, until that debt is settled.
He handled business and he's like, hey, my boys are young, they don't know any better. I'm responsible for training them, so I'm responsible for what they did. And I was like, God damn. Because he knew, because there is that one, before he goes in, he has that like John Wick moment where they're in the gym and he goes, oh, I figured out who he robbed. And he goes, please tell me it wasn't Michael. And he goes, oh, dude, are you a gypsy? And he goes, God damn.
I've got some good news. What? I found out whose weed we took.
And now you tell me! Did I say stop?
Ernie, this is not the time to keep your cards close to your chest. Just tell me his name isn't Mickey Pearson.
Blimey, Coach, you're a gypsy too. You've been reading tea leaves, got a crystal ball.
That is not good news, Ernie. Mickey Pearson is terrible news in the face of a violent and expensive death.
It's like the worst news I could have got.
It's again, like, what I compare that to is that John Wick scene where he goes, where'd you get the car from? He goes, oh, just some dude, we killed his dog. But that was the same reaction that the coach gave. He just fucked us.
The coach is pretty hard in the movie, man.
Because he has a couple good lines, because we go back to the deli where there was that fight scene where he's talking mad shit to these like teenagers who think they're little gangsters that come in and they're like causing problems, and he's like, smell like weed here.
Boss, let me get 2 burgers on the store. Get that quick, understand? 2 chips.
What is the smell of wee in here?
The fuck is this joke, man?
Don't stand near me, son. You got your mouthwash muddled up with cat piss. Take 2 steps back and wait your turn.
Yeah, fuck off, old man. I'll wet you.
The only thing you can wet's your underpants, son. Now, back 2 steps.
Trigger. You're on. Chew. You're up, bro.
One.
Yeah? You're up. Do it, bro. Chef him, bro. Fucking
One.
do it,
Yeah.
man. Fucking do it.
Now, if you're gonna stab Trigger. Don't, dance.
And then he's going, like, and then he's trying to get them to, like, learn that, like, a lot of the tough guy act isn't just being tough. It's about giving and flowing. And he's like, all right, I gave you some shit, give it me back.
What, he is like a 4 Tops tribute act or something?
The 4 skins. The Redskins. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here come the Indians.
Bit of the old Northern soul, is it, boys? Putting the gay back in Marvin Gaye.
I'm on fire over here, lads. Come on, I need some back and forth. Come on. What do you got for me? What do you got for me? Now make it quick. Make it funny. Fuck you.
Jeez, that's disappointing. No, not that. Go again. Now, make it sharp. Cut me with it.
Fucking do him, lad. Fucking do him. I'm fucking do him,
Yeah,
bro.
come on.
Do him. Oh, shit. Come on, nigga, dickhead. Get back to where? Shit, my eyes.
The shit out of all of them, and then in the middle of it takes a phone call.
Yeah, after that, he's just like, hold on. He fucks up like 3 of them. And what was it, the chick that's behind the counter is like, oh, hey, it's so-and-so for you. Like, she already knows him, so he answers the phone. I don't know how much more disrespectful you need to be. Well, I mean,
Yeah, if we're in a fight and you answer a phone, I'm pissed.
Now, what do you guys think in terms of like these characters? Charlie's character was just very subtle, very in the background, assistant, but
give me Alfred vibes.
Yeah, but like a gangster Alfred,
a young Alfred. This is the Alfred that raised Bruce Wayne.
Kind of along those lines, yeah.
That's what I imagine fucking Alfred was when he was younger, working with Thomas in the military, just being like.
So this one here, there's a lot. It talks a lot about the politics, about I don't really know anything about lords and ladies and their status. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. We're in America. We don't have that garbage. But here, it wouldn't make sense. But over there, it makes perfect sense. They're like, oh, these are landowners, and basically we're paying these people off, and they're high status. So there's like a pecking order, and shows Matthew McConaughey's Michael, right? His characters tie in with all of them and how they come to know him. He's invited to all these places, and there are people who want to be part of that world so hard. Now let's talk about the guy that owns his little fucking slander newspaper.
Yeah, because this guy who owns like a slander newspaper, who's trying to get like in with all of them, in with Michael and all stuff. He goes and like introduces himself to Michael. Michael is like on another level where he's like, oh yeah, what's up? Doesn't shake his hand, leaves this dude standing with his hand out, and goes, all right, gentlemen, I'm off, and leaves. Basically, like in like a rich like pecking order way of just being like, fuck this guy. I don't fuck with this guy. I don't want anything to do with him. Like kind of like leaves him hanging, and everybody's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
but it's all like in like a classy way, though.
I never got the point about that guy in.
Well, he wants to move up into that world. So if he can make friends with these people that are already powerful, that's his way of trying to get in there.
Oh, man.
But he's because he's not in that world.
But
because he has a lot of money, because he has a lot of money, and he owns that tabloid or whatever.
Like he is it all fucking powerful. You're all powerful, are you? What's what you have powerful you are?
Oh yeah.
Still better than.
Oh yeah, we know all about it. Get in the van. That'll make sense later. Which that one of the lines that I thought was gonna fuck everything, because these fucking kids, holy shit, these fucking guys, these gym rats, right? The coaches' kids, they're like, oh hey, we're gonna handle the situation for you. Well, what do you mean? Yeah, don't worry, we got it figured out. And they're in the back of the van with some guns, and he's like, I don't understand. They hang up on him.
And he pulls the gun out, he's like, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, well, I immediately went to, well, these kids are gonna fuck up again, and it's only gonna get worse.
He's gonna have to fight the whole fucking nation and shit.
So let's leave that as a cliffhanger. When you watch the movie, you'll know.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a pretty solid little line. He's like, don't worry, coach. We'll handle this.
All right,
For me, I think one of the hardest lines in the entire thing, which a lot of it was, there were a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
The whole
everything.
He's hungry, he eats. There were some other subtle lines in there. The coach had some good lines. I think that. Oh, to me, I still think that the hardest line was whenever he's talking to a particular somebody that's trying to buy out his business, because a lot of people keep coming to him trying to buy his business, and I think that there's like blood in the water. They
when he goes to the restaurant,
they heard that he wants to go, but what I'm going to talk about is the dialogue between him and this same guy, this Jewish dude. Not being racist, it's in the movie. This Jewish guy, and he's like, "I'm gonna need a pound of flesh for what you've done."
You guys have. I honestly want to watch it because it's such a good, like, it's a cold moment, and that is like such a good line. Because what I thought you were going to talk about is when he goes to the restaurant, where he's having tea with the one Asian dude, and as he's leaving, he goes, "Remember,
oh shit, yes.
I can get you in your own kitchen." He like walks out. I'm like, "Shit, dude."
Should you try and undermine me, or should you attempt to threaten my position again, I will be forced to accept your call to arms. Do you understand? Good. Now, I can see you're feeling somewhat under the weather. It's because I spiked your tea with a nasty little parasitic genus called Shigella. Left unattended, you will shit yourself to death before the sun doth set. I suggest taking 2 of these fizzy biscuits. You'll be fine in an hour or 2. Long enough to consider your past indiscretions. Can get to you in your own kitchen. I can get to you anywhere.
You know, remember I got you in your own kitchen? Remember what I could do?
I could get you anywhere, yeah.
That is probably one of the most threatening lines you can tell somebody in their own establishment. And then just casually walk out.
Because he kind of poisoned him, but it wasn't poison. It was basically like, he's like, "Here, I put a ton of laxative in your fucking tea. You'll shit yourself to death." You know.
I think they gave him like a parasite or something.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, take these 2 fizzy biscuits, Alka-Seltzers, bro. These 2 fizzy biscuits." I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I know what a fuzzy biscuit is, and I love those.
Like how you said, I think you just give him laxative. That's all you give him, like a bunch of laxative, like fucking.
Oh, like that, or like a tapeworm or something like that. It was only like, whatever it was. It was only intended to make him shit himself.
Yeah, because you fucking just barked everywhere.
Just to let him know, like, it could have been way more severe. The twist after that was, I didn't see that one coming either, so we'll leave that one there.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to dance around a lot of stuff in this movie without giving anything away.
So,
okay, honestly,
what about? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
Nah,
no, you go for it.
Finish your thought.
Well, I was gonna say, I was like, honestly, just how the movie is just framed, with the dialogue, the way that it is presented, and I think we watched it at such a good time, at least in our period of time of just where we're constantly reviewing films, and the fact that me and Texas have pitched movies to each other in the last couple weeks, where we're just like, what about that? I honestly, like, the second I realized that this whole movie was him pitching a film, like, I was like, okay, all right, I like the idea of this as a movie pitch.
Your movie is a movie pitch.
So like this whole movie, you just never knew when it was part of the movie or not.
And that's the whole,
just throwing me out the whole fucking time.
That's the whole thing, is because his pitch for this movie, there are some parts that he doesn't know for a fact what happened.
Yeah.
He's just estimating.
He's trying to fill in the blank.
Yeah, he's taking a wild guess as to what happened, because from where he's at, he only sees it from the outside.
Yeah.
Which is also why he's all like, "Oh, we're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger, maybe for a sequel."
Yeah.
By the way, you have until this time to get back to me, and I'm gonna go run to LA real fast. Solid, man. It was fucking. I want to play a game.
He constantly wants to play a game.
Now I like the fact that when he's in Charlie's house, this scene has nothing to do with any of this conversation, but when he's in Charlie's house and he's like, "Hey, come sit over here. We're gonna read this script," and they're watching this little recording he made, and he slaps his hand on his thigh and makes awkward eye contact. Charlie's like, and they just continue to make eye contact, and he slowly pulls his fucking hand up. it was just really fucking awkward. It just made it really funny. The tension was.
Because there were, as like serious as this movie was, there was a couple really funny like moments in this movie where like he's like running after that one kid and he's all like, oh, run me the trainers, yeah, whatever, with their little like butter knives.
Run me those trainers.
You know, like whatever. Well, all the kids under the bridge, they're like, oh, look at me and my butter knife, yeah. And then he's like, oh, cool. And he pulls out like this, like, what was like a Tommy gun?
It's an MP5.
Yeah, an MP5. He's like, ha! And they all just fucking take off.
You saying now, fam? Huh? Now got back up.
You couldn't back up a phone, you cunt.
Bruv, this guy's trying to take my phone.
What fucking dude?
Yeah. Fuck up, you little pussy. How are you gonna sort your one out of this one, mate?
Easy, lads. I'm sure you're all road men, gangsters, proper naughty boys, and all that bollocks. But I come in peace. I'm not trying to steal it. I'm trying to buy it. For good money. Honest money.
Yeah? What this for? How much?
A full bag. Then I'll be gone, like the darkness at dawn.
How about you give us that bag and be gone anyway?
Stop fucking around, cunt! Give me the phone and take the money.
Drop the fucking money and run, boy.
Right. Now, put the phone on the ground.
Like walks up to the kid.
Yeah. I don't know. What are you doing? This whole wheel.
Yeah, he looks up and there's just a kid hanging over that fucking wall.
The overpass. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, use the phone." There are some pretty funny parts.
But also, I want to point out the fact of just how useless the UK police are, because no one should have guns in the UK, correct? Right? That's their whole thing.
Yeah.
They just shot off multiple rounds. Obviously, not something you would hear quite a bit in that area. Where are the police? Granted, I know the police don't carry guns either, but
I do know that that would be pretty easy to report.
Well, if they're not using any guns, they'll be like, you know, I just heard gunshots all going off.
They're like, oh shit. They're like, oh shit. They just roll their windows really quick.
Probably, and they would get in there. I don't know why it sounds like all the UK like talking about the cops. Why their sirens sounds like two gay dudes having sex.
They do.
I don't know why either. It just sounds.
Clip in the Family Guy episode. Because there's multiple things that happen like out in public where I'm all like, I feel like the cops should have been called. Like, I'm very surprised cops aren't like.
Cops should have been there the whole time of the movie. You know what?
And when that dude fell out of the window, like a whole bunch of other random shit.
I would get carried off. He's all, take care of the blood and all that. Like, I don't know.
So clean up. What are you doing? Gotta chase the kids down.
Yeah.
My question was this: is this a problem? Nah. As a matter of fact, I forgot how to wash my hands. That was pretty.
I was like, I don't want to.
Is there a problem here, Ray?
I don't know. Is there a problem here, Fletcher?
I see no problem at all. I forgot to wash my hands.
That one was.
I forgot to take a shit.
He turns back around. God, dude. There's so many like comedic moments in this movie where I'm like, they were just like quick beats that I feel like they didn't drag on them too long. But I'm like, dude, this is hilarious.
And the subtle shit talk, like while they're talking to each other, everybody in the movie, there's this subtle shit talking that they're doing.
Yeah, Oh, you'll be a good wife.
You'd be an excellent wife.
Yeah.
Bro, fucking stop doing this. It's weird. Hey, how do you know? How do you know I won't be in your room? Just fucking wanking it into a...
Oh, yeah,
wanking it into a
he
napkin.
tells him get out because I want to go to bed, and he goes, well, why can't I go to bed with you?
Can I join you? And he's like, no.
Yanking it into a napkin.
Awkward shit. Nothing gayer than two blue-collar guys.
All right, what would you leave it at then?
Oh, okay. You want to rate the movie?
Wait, what do you want to rate it at?
All right. JD, what do you want to rate the movie at?
Because this is gangster mafia movies, I think... Are we doing it out of 5 or are we doing it out of 10?
5
out of 5?
Like we've always done.
I'm gonna... Just because I know there's more classics out there, this is something I would watch again. I'm gonna give it a solid 4.
I'm going to give it a 4.25. 4 1/4.
I'll give it a 4.
Because I want to give it a little bit more, but I also want to leave room for some other really solid heavy hitters, like classic mafia movies. But I think because this is in the UK, it has a different little flavor to it. It's a different little kind of like gang. I don't know. I really liked it.
Good Lord. I mean, I was there and I'm still shocked.
Is that who I think it is?
Yeah, certainly is.
And that's your doing. You can't unsee it once you've seen it, can you?
No, you can't unsee it. It's nightmare fuel. That'll be with me forever.
A few feels more, yeah.